Humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryans. His guys a perfect 2-0 to start the year. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. First down, Texans.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First down. Throw left side, complete to Cohen. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Brings up 2nd and 7. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, for a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. First down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's Young from the shotgun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try to run for the 1st with Taylor. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Houston. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Young. This is caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Taylor will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
That good for 22 and a first down.
That's good for a Jackson.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 47-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he's outbended at the 33, following a good pickup of 80.
Brings up second and 2.
Young is set to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
First down, Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Young. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Young to throw it. They'll get this with the cut complete. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now Young. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Young now. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards.
And they'll send Cup in motion right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a 2nd and 6. Young.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's Young. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Now first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and
Throwing is Hurts. And look at this. Big gain by Fumble. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
first and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and
Jones again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
the play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Hurts. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try to throw now. Young to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Pickup on the play. First down, Texans.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. A good space to operate there as he takes his down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down.
To throw, Young. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Houston.
demonstrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? You know, those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Young. A quick throw there is incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 8 yards out. And the Texans are once again back in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Third and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's good for another Jacksonville.
Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
hurt as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Over the middle, that's held by Cobb. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing, Young. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far and able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Texans' 43-yard line.
And inside give to Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And one more time, here's Kirk. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Hurts with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this 3rd quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one taken in by Stover. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston set to take over. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, They fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Walter Nolan in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Off the option, it's Jones. Gets around him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, it's Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the counter, here's Jones. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they run the option on second down. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go in zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
50-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Houston.
They go play action. Young. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Jaguars. Down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A check down here to Jones. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Hurts. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
the play fake. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on running through the game plan action work. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Young to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Young to take it. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Kirk, complete. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line.
Jaguars 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't quite get there. Taylor down at the 1. The coverage maybe too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll try to run it into Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Just shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Delivers another one to Pierce. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Now he takes off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here is Young. He's got his man. It's Pierce. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young to throw it. Over the middle. Pierce has it knocked loose. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I mean, that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. CD, this is the ideal situation. The 4th quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jags, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.